Even though you may not use Internet Explorer or the Edge browser, those are Microsoft products. Those are native applications in Microsoft Windows. And if you're going to take a certification exam by Microsoft, you need to know a little bit about them. So we're going to talk about Edge a little bit. Edge is the latest Microsoft browser, and it is replacing Internet Explorer. The main difference is that Internet Explorer is a full-blown desktop-style app, whereas Edge is a UWP, or Universal Windows Platform app. And these UWP apps are these apps that they don't have an exe starting file and so on. They just don't act at all like desktop apps. They're built into Windows, and they aren't as discrete. They integrate themselves into the operating system. Edge is like that. It's like Internet Explorer, except it's a universal app rather than a full-blown desktop app. It does not support ActiveX. ActiveX is not the most... ActiveX has been around Windows for a long time. It's a Microsoft product, but it had a lot of security issues. It was designed to give us a lot of multimedia and active windows and things like that. It does not allow browser helper objects, these add-ons that come in the form of these DLL files that add on the functionality. Now, you do have add-ons. They're just not BHOs, right? They're not browser helper objects. A few of the features of Edge you really should know about and be prepared to answer questions on. So, for example, there's something called the Hub. The Hub is a place where things like favorites, history, reading lists, all these things are collected into one place. I see I have that spelled wrong. That should be into with an I. Collections. Collections are the ability to collect web pages for later review. Now, I use another product called Pocket for that, but it is built into the Edge browser. A reading view is a pretty cool thing. What in the world does that say? I misspelled something. Web page that is stripped down article style reading pane. There we go. In other words, a web page that has an article on it, it strips it down and makes it look like an ebook or like a nice readable PDF document or something, so that it's a little bit easier to read those articles and gets rid of some of the ads and so forth. That's built into Edge. Web page annotation is pretty cool, actually. You can open up any web page and you can mark it up and then save that web page with your markup right there in Edge. Page prediction helps web pages load faster because it's predicting what it needs to open ahead of time. While you're reading and looking at one page, it's going ahead and caching the next page so that you can get to it much faster. Smart Screen Filter is definitely one I would know about for Microsoft's MTA. Smart Screen Filter is it's a firewall, so to speak. It's a filter in your Edge browser that protects you from harmful websites and downloads. Microsoft is quite proud of the Smart Screen Filter, and so it's not uncommon for them to ask about that. Advanced Tab Management just means that we have some options when we right-click a tab that have not been in previous browsers. Pinning favorite websites to the Start menu is new for Edge. Next is New Tab Information. And it just says here population of articles and information on new tabs. I think the easiest way to talk about that is to demonstrate it. I'm going to go over to the Edge browser now, and you'll see that in this new tab I have several suggestions down here, and I could have, if I wanted to, have articles. So for example, informational, I can have articles like this. Well, each time I click a new tab, it repopulates all this stuff so that any new tab I click, I can very quickly get to these articles and things that I might be interested in. So that's this piece here, the new tab information, or the population of articles and information anytime you click a new tab. And then finally, it has Cortana integration. So it can listen to you and respond to your voice as Cortana does right there in the Edge browser.